And the three faces of you are your gifted self, your personal self, and your sexual self. Yeah? Alabazos. Let's say it again. Principle number 1. Just as there is Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. 3, but 1. 3 in 1. Somebody say, how do you know this? An angel appeared to me one day and told me this. He said, preach on the 3 faces of man. I said, the 3 faces of man. He says, it is the gifted self, the personal self, and the sexual self. I said, where did the sexual self add to this thing? I asked the angel that. And the angel smiled. And the angel said, this is what the angel said. He said, God gave man a gift drive. Then God gave man a personal drive. And God gave man a sex drive. I said, I get it. Shakataya. Okay, so principle number 1. Principle number 1 is this. There are, just as there's Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, and all 3 are 1. So there are 3 parts of you, which is your gifted self, your personal self, and your sexual self. That's the 1. Principle number 2. Anything that God wanted you to do, consciously or unconsciously, whether you want it or not, He will move you to do it. God programmed it inside you. Hey, that's principle number 2. So anything that God knows He wants you to do, otherwise His plan cannot be done, God put it inside of you, and we call it a drive. That means there's something driving you. Woo! That's what? There's something what? Driving you. That means there's a driver inside of you, and it's driving you in a particular direction. You can say no, but you can say, I'm not going this way, but it's still you can still feel the driver is saying, go in this direction. It's called what? So that's number 2. Number 3, there are 3 basic drives that God gave man. He gave man a gift drive. That is, everybody has gifts. That is why, I love the story of how you discovered, that your son could play cricket. Because as a young boy, what was he doing? How old was he?
3 when he first started.
3, and what was he doing at 3 years old?
Just hitting stuff.
Huh?
Just hitting.
Just hitting stuff. So at 3, he was hitting stuff. He's one of the top young cricketers in Barbados. But at 3, he was what? Hitting stuff. Because of what? The gift drive. There's a drive to express a gift. So the gift, woof. Then number 2, there is a personal drive. There's the way you are personally, by yourself, in your house, with yourself. You have a drive. You understand that? You have a drive. What relaxes you? The atmosphere that you like. You have a drive. There's a particular atmosphere that stimulates you, that you like. Are you with me? Right, so you have there's a personal drive that you have. And then thirdly, because God knew that I need the earth to expand. So even if they don't want to do it, we'll make sure they do it. Even if they say they want to take a sabbatical for the next year. Let's take a 1-year sabbatical. I'm putting something in to make sure that the population of the earth will be growing every year. And it's called what? Sex drive. Now, that's number 3. Now let's go number 4. Hey, bless the Lord. Number 4 is this is where the problem comes now. Your gifted self, your personal self, and your sexual self comes in ranks. Ranking. Comes in what? Ranking. So let me explain. Lavadiza. So, say Minister Leanne, come Minister Leanne. Come, run quick. Huh? Well, she should. Okay. So stand there, Mr. Leanne. So everybody see Mr. Leanne there? We can see me. Okay, good. Now, that's Mr. Leanne. Now, Minister Leanne, I taught her and began to teach her on doing what? Websites. You understand? Because I do websites. I know how to do websites. However, Minister Leanne's gift to do websites is higher rank than me. So even though I taught her, right now she's at least 5 times better than me. Oh, are you understanding that? Because of what? The rank of her gift. That's why people get jealous of you in the office. Because you could train somebody and the ranking of their gift. That's what the brothers of Joseph saw. They saw this guy, dad is having him manage the family enterprise, but this guy, his ability is higher ranked than all of us. We can see it. Or are you seeing this? But let's leave that one. Then we're going to go back, and then I finish. Then, your personal self also comes in ranking. What I am able to handle, you can handle. We all have a different what? Personal capacity. My capacity for warfare. My capacity for uncertainty. My capacity to do you have the ability to go in a new country you've never been in with perhaps 3 months worth of money and say, I'm going to start something and you don't know anybody there? Me, I have the capacity to do it. Are you with me? And this woman has the capacity to follow me. It's true. No. We said, let's not do this thing. She'll follow me. Absolutely. Now, do you have that's called personal what? Capacity. Now, the capacity comes in what? Ranks. Ability. Then, we also deal with the third side, which is sex drive. Sex drive also has capacity. There are some people, it is 1 in the morning, 1 for breakfast, 1 for lunch, and 1 for dinner. Heard me? And then the others is once a week. Heard me? Once a week is like, wow, this is awesome. It's a lot once a week. Are you with me? So it's based on what? It's based on what? Rank. So there is capacity in this area also. And God put it in there. Are you with me? And that's why I'm telling you, you have to listen to the Holy Ghost. When you're you could have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner person. And then you are once every 2 weeks. Lord help us. You will have to come to the altar and get coac. We'll see you. Coac! We don't know why. Okay, bless the Lord. Okay, so. Bless the Lord. So there's capacity there. So now, here is the issue now. You and somebody, say example, two people, let's take Bible school for example. My wife joined Bible school with, who joined Bible school with my wife? You joined Bible school, Carrie was in Bible school, Pastor Hasper in Bible school. They all joined Bible school at the same time. However, I knew by the Spirit, of all the students I've trained over 2,000. The highest ranked student in spiritual leadership is my wife. I recognize that. Because there's nobody I have taught that I knew certainty, even without me, is destined to have a global ministry. She has it. Are you with me? So you can have, so all of you can take the same lesson. Are you with me? Now let me explain this. So some of you are not getting this. Okay. Who here thinks they're a good cook? Who knows they're a good cook? Okay, Lauren says she's a good. Lauren says a good cook. My wife, no, my wife can cook. Pastor Gendra, yes, can cook. Okay, let's take Lauren. If me and Lauren go get tuition on Thai cooking, who is going to learn it faster? Lauren, understand it, because you understand that. Who is going to go higher in it? Why? Because what? Me, I don't even have rank in cooking. You understand that? You understand what I'm saying? There's no. If I had rank, it was better. So get it. So what happens to people? People do not understand this. So they do not understand. Like, say example, I taught my wife how to pray. I taught my wife how to lead prayer meetings. But my wife's ranking in leading prayer meetings is higher than me. So I don't think you don't understand ranking. I taught her. I trained her. But her ranking in leading prayer is higher than me. Okay? Now, people who do not get this actually think, well, we all started together. It meaneth nothing. Just like me and Lorraine, we were all taught Thai cooking together. Does that mean anything? Hey, if we now say we're now going to reveal what we have taught, and you can choose whether you're going to eat from your spiritual father or eat from Sister Lorraine, who are you going to? Sister Lorraine. Why is that? Because you know ranking. So what tends to happen with people, they actually think, but we all were in the same place. We were in the same school. We went to the same college. We were in Bible school together. We all took the same course together. We all joined the praise and worship team together. Hey! Hey! Your gifted self comes in what? Rankings. And that's when people do not get that. That's when what? Because they think, what is he doing? That's when envy is what? Born. That's how envy was born with Joseph and his brothers. Because his ranking of management, he was the last one who came. Because some people think, I'm the first one. Reuben was the first one. Ranking is not based on whether you were born first, second, third. Okay. Ranking is not based whether you joined DVA in 1968. Are you with me? Somebody can come in a role that you're doing whose ranking is what? Higher than your rank. Ay, ay, ay. Even men and women know ranking. They say, you see that woman, she's not my level, boy. That one is too much problem. Say, boy, you see, that one is, I can see problem. That one, the level. Even unsaved guys understand what? Ranking. Hey. There are women who say, hey, you see this? He may have all of these things, but when I marry that man, I marry the whole family. And what the mother-in-law wants, hey, what they want in that family, how they operate in that family, don't want to be too much pressure on my head. So I'm reversing out that type of marriage to that kind of guy is too much for me. I can't take that one. That's called what? Ranking. So, as I close this, the fact that somebody is your sister does not mean you're of the same rank. The fact that you and somebody even lay on the same bed does not mean you're of the same rank in your gifted self. And if you don't grasp that, you will become what? Envious. And other people would respond to the gifted self, but you, when they move, something in you feels bitter. Because what's envy? Enviness is what? Internal bitterness at someone's progress. You feel something. So if they are doing something, you're not going to respond. You're not going to be happy. It's like, example, say business. I have many acquaintances who do business, but our ranking is different. When they do business at their capital to do business is $10,000. Me, my capital, one project I'm doing, the capital to do it is 10 million US. So we do business, but our ranking of business is different. You do business, you have capital of $10,000. Me, I do business, my capital is 10 million. So I'm talking about ranking. Somebody say ranking. Okay, did you learn something today? That's why you can even have envy and jealousy within families. Because people don't understand what? The one that you like may not be the one with the highest rank. The one that you favor may not be the one with the highest rank. You see, it's all, you see, you need to understand this thing about what? Ranking. Ranking is a serious thing. Let's stand up. Woo! There are many situations. You can have a child like Prophet Angel, produce a child, and you are the one who introduced God to the child. But when the child matures, you have to call the child spiritual father. Because Prophet Angel's dad and mom called him father. That means your child, the ranking of your child, you got to submit to the ranking of your child. Woo! Do you hear me? Hey, Shakana Marisa. Woo! Shekraba Aziz. Have you got some wisdom today? Do you see why a lot of things go haywire? Because we don't understand this ranking thing. Ranking, and then people react. You see, Why do you always have to come up with these ideas? All these things. They're like, why are you like that? My rank is different from you. The level at which I think is different from you. Your level and my level, because I operated at my rank. That's the way I was made. Lavadiza. Woo! Shake my knees.